What did I just say? What did I just say? Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Bungo Stray Dogs, episode 9. The beauty is quiet like a stone statue. I'm asking myself if the beauty they're talking about is Kyuka, because she basically doesn't like to talk. Last episode, apparently she was part of the poor mafia, but she was being controlled by Akutagawa, basically, and to protect the bomb that was on the train, and the bomb was on her, and there was the switch that could turn the bomb off, but when Asushi pressed the button, it activated the bomb, and the girl decided to sacrifice herself, and Asushi went after her and saved her, and then passed out on on her lap and everything, and she captured Dazai. I said captured like that because I'm not too sure that she did. Because yes, Dazai is in chains and everything, but then he had this smile on his face when Akutaga was asking him this particular question. So I'm like, are you there on purpose or did it actually capture? I'm not too sure about that. And then we also learned about Thou Shall Not Die, the ability that Yosano, that's her name? Yeah, that Yosano has, which is basically gets activated. He can only use it when you've been hurt so badly that you might be on the point of dying. Severe injuries. That's when her ability activates. So if you're not if you're not hurt severely enough, then she's gonna severely hurt you before she can heal you. So yeah. I loved that last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. You know, I said last episode that I felt like the fact that Dazai was smiling and everything, that he's kidnapping was not really a kidnapping, and yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't, especially after Chuya showed up and he said, he basically confirmed that he wasn't, he's not someone that can be kidnapped unless he wanted to or something or other along those lines, So I'm like, yeah, the guy wasn't kidnapped. And then he, after Chuya did his thing and cut off the chains and whatnot, Daza just like, and then the shackles fell off his hands. So it's like the guy could have gotten out of his shackles a long time ago. So what exactly is he after? I have no clue. He was there before Chuya came in. He was there and he's like, okay, I think it's about time for them to do something or other like that. So he's clearly on a mission. But what is it? I have no clue. And I was also right in some ways, and in other ways not. The title of the episode being the beauty that is quiet or something or other like that. I thought that what's her name? Kyuka. I thought Kyuka was not gonna be speaking. Like when they were asking her questions about who was behind the attack and everything, like that the boss and everything wanted to have information. I thought she wasn't gonna speak, but then she immediately spoke and she's like she wanted some boiled tofu. I think that's what she wanted. And then they brought her there. I mean, so she's the one that was like, oh, only that? Okay. And then they took her there, and yeah, the thing is expensive. And she kept asking for seconds and stuff. So it's like, yeah. She told them about that Akutaga was the one that was basically controlling her and everything. And at the end of that, after they were eating, after they were done eating, either way, Kunikita took Asushi out and he told him to take her to the police station. And Asushi didn't want to do that because she killed 35 people, even though she was being controlled. She killed 35 people, and you give her to the police, they're going to sentence her to death. And then you have the poor mafia who will kill her. And then Asushi's like, but I have to help her. And then Kunikida just basically told him that, you are on a boat that's only going to be taking one person. Like he can only take care of himself at this particular moment in time. He cannot be taking care of her as well, you know. And he's like, if that's the case, then why did, after Kunikida left, if that's the case, why did Dazai help me then? In my mind, I'm like, Dazai, he's already sort of like established. He knows his goals and everything. He knows what he can accomplish. So the fact that he saved him, I feel like he can deal with, he's not on a boat with just one person, a one person spot. That's what I'm thinking. But in Asushi's case, yeah, you just left, you were thrown out of the orphanage not that long ago. The agency just basically hired you not that long ago. You clearly haven't settled into your own as a character, as a person yet, that's sure of himself and what he wants and all of that. So you wanting to help Kyoka, even if it's admirable, it's not really something that's feasible. Like it's not gonna be easy, basically, to take care of her and him, So he was taking her all around. Kunikida had told him to take her to the police station, but not to let her know where they were going. So when they were doing all these things, sightseeing and all of that, I'm like, someone's gonna die. I felt like she was gonna die. Which, as I was saying that, and then you had Dazai telling Akutagawa, like Dazai used to be Akutagawa's superior, and he basically sort of trained him as well. And he told Akutagawa that he was difficult to deal with and that he was weak. And then he told Akutagawa that Asushi was stronger than him. And the fact that, he said that, and then Akutagawa punched him. And I'm like, okay, you have Dazai there that basically riled Akutagawa up. And then you have these two having this nice time sightseeing and everything. And then I'm hearing this music that I felt like it's just like, it's like it felt like a last meal, a last hurrah kind of thing, where everything is just gonna go downhill from there. Like she's gonna die. She's just living her last wishes. That's what it felt like to me. So I'm like, oh gosh, this girl's gonna die. And then we are there just being, pissed off. He's just gonna show up here and kill this girl. Why did you log out? Okay, just kill this girl. That's what I'm thinking. But I was right, and so to some extent, because he did show up and he did attack Asushi, but he did not kill her. He was like, they had a tracker inside of her. They knew exactly what she was doing. She accomplished her mission, which I guess is basically leading them to Asushi. I guess that's what the mission was. And they were able to capture Asushi. So, and they're like, we're going home or something. So she clearly has not been released of her duties as a member of the poor mafia. And they are still gonna be using her and whatnot. And I'm like, if that was the case, then why did you want to blow her up in the first place? Like, I don't know. But they captured Asushi. And what's his name? Tanizaki? Yeah. Tanizaki told the others that Asushi was captured. And Kuniki does that. They don't have the manpower to be, I guess, because they have other things that's going on, so they don't have enough manpower to go look for Asushi. And then you have Rampo there that's like, why are you even gonna try to look for him? It's not really a responsibility or something or other like that. And then Kuniki does like, oh yeah, okay, you're right. I'm like, really? So you're not even gonna try to look for him? And then Naomi just looking at them debating whether to help Asushi or not, and she just like, guys, I just saw you guys just trying to talk to him. Like, let me just go to a higher power. And then the president just showed up. He's like, drop everything that you're doing, and we're gonna find our newest member, Asushi, who's missing. And yeah, so everybody dropped what they're doing. Then he told Kuniki that he had 3 days to bring Asushi back. All the time while these guys were doing their research and everything, you have Rumpo there just like sleeping or something, just bored out of his mind, not doing anything. And I'm like, aren't you the detective guy? Can't you do something? And then after they did all the investigation, they found this truck and who owned the truck and all of that. And they Tanizaki was following the lead and everything. He's like, guys, we got they fell into the trap that the people that were supposed to provide them with the information that they need were all killed. So now the president turned to Rumple and he's like, okay, I need you to do your thing. It's like, what am I gonna get out of it or something or other like that? Yeah, I don't, a raise or whatever. I don't care about that. And then the president is like, I'll praise you. And then he immediately was like, oh, he brought out the big guns or something or something along those lines. That's not exactly what he said, but something along those lines. So I'm like, okay, has the president ever praised him? I know he loves to be praised and everything. But the way he reacted to the president praising him is like, is it a rare thing for the president to praise him? I don't know. And then I'm asking myself, why did you wait so long before he did this ultra deduction thing? I always love it, even though I know I know intellectually that he doesn't really have an ability. When he put on his glasses and then they have all the special effects of him using ultra deduction, I love it. And then he's like, okay, Asushi is on this boat and he's still alive for now. And the president gave Kunikida the keys to a fast boat that the company has or something, or the agency has. So yeah, Kunikida's going after Asushi. Why did they wait until they ran out of lead or whatever before Rumple did his thing? Why did the president just not ask Rumple to do his thing like since the very beginning, and they would have saved time? I was asking myself that, but then I'm like, there won't really be a need for everybody else if they always rely on Rumple to solve everything, or maybe Rumple himself he decides what he wants to work on. I don't know. But in this, and he didn't really want to go after Asushi, which I'm still wondering like why. I didn't particularly get his explanation as to why they shouldn't go after him, but yeah, the president just like, okay, boy, do your thing. And then he did his thing, and then they found him on the boat, which had they done that from the very beginning, it would have saved time. And now they're like, okay, he's on the water. If he gets out of the country, they're not gonna have any way of finding him or whatever. So I don't know, it's a race against time, I guess. So yeah, that's where the episode ended. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmini, and you can also see the full line for this reaction there as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Wake up in the morning before the sun, keep taking that hole to the deadline. You've got to go, date those holes.